everyone! Welcome to Original Murano Glass once again. My name is Claudia. We're starting a new live event today. If you can hear me, please give me your thumbs up. I will get a few seconds, a bit of time so people can join us. And we are in our amazing showroom. And as I was saying last times, two previous episodes, if you've seen them, we're doing a new series of episodes where I'm going to describe to you one particular glass technique, original and typical of the island of Murano, which is the island of glass making, so you can understand a little bit more of what goes behind all the work that creates these beautiful pieces of artwork. So welcome to all of you. We are in Murano Island, but today we're doing this live show because we want everyone across the globe to let us to see what we have in our amazing showroom. And remember, not only you see what we have in our showroom, but you can actually purchase it in our online shop, in our website, originalmuranoglass.com. Our online shop features all the vases, all the sculpture, all the glassware that you're going to see with me today, and especially the ones that are going to be particular for the technique I'm going to talk about. And we do worldwide shipping. Obviously, just contact our customer service to have a bit more details regarding that. And we have an amazing customer service that can answer all your questions. So don't be shy. Even during the live show, please write on the comment section if you're interested in something, if you want to see something a bit in more detail, if you want me to talk about it. But again, the online shop on our website will give you all the details in terms of height, weight, and width of all the pieces I'm going to show you to you today, so you can have all the details available for you as we speak. So, if you're tuning in, please let me know where you're from and where you're watching us live from. We do this live so everyone across the globe can access this beautiful and see the new items we added to our amazing collection here in our showroom in Murano, and directly from our furnaces at our premises. Yes, if you are in Venice, remember you can come and see us. You can come and see our showroom, but also you will be able to experience what it means to create a piece like this, because we have an amazing furnace where our glass masters actually prepare all these works, so you'll be able to witness that as well. But that aside, today is going to be episode number 3, and we're going to talk about molatura technique and all the different variations of molatura. That includes also batuti and some cold engraving techniques. Molatura is a beautiful technique. It's been actually started in the 19th century, and what happens is the piece is created, so the master creates different pieces. It can be vases, sculptures, and the end piece, after all the technique used like glass blowing, which gives them the shape, the pieces are left to cool down, and when they're solid enough, the glass master is able to take them from the cooling space and actually further elaborate them to the next phase of the piece. And this is what we're going to show you today. So I will start with this amazing new collection we added to our showroom, which is a mixture of batuti and molati and engraved. So what does really molatura mean? Basically, the pieces, when they're cold, and then the glass master is able to use a grinding wheel to create patterns or engrave or give details to the piece. Therefore, modifying the substance and also the surface of the piece, which actually becomes opaque. So the glass will not be shiny anymore, but actually has this new quality to it, which is quite rough a touch and is not smooth anymore. It's a beautiful technique to give depth and also different angles to the way, and then the piece would reflect the light much differently. So in this piece, in this collection, for example, you see this one is actually called batuto. The technique of batuto is when the glass master is able to replicate the effect metal would have if it was hammered down. So you see, it's like a honeycomb design all across the surface of the piece, and as I move it around, you can see the light reflects differently. This beautiful technique needs a lot of work, and obviously gives a much more depth and opacity and also texture to the vase itself, changing also the surface and how the light actually touches the piece. So This is one beautiful example of batuto, but as you can tell, the technique can be used in different ways. So we have this amazing vase. I love this one. Let me know. All right. Just pick it up. See, what it would have been just a regular circular vase now has now become like a honeycomb vase. And this is thanks to the batuti technique, batuto. I was saying is a technique that can only be done when the piece is completely cooled down, and it features the use of a grinding wheel with different sanding techniques, so that allows the glass to be modified and then create this beautiful pattern. I don't know if Marco can see on the surface, this would be like more smooth, yes? Obviously there is an opening, and it can be used like to decorate your home, or maybe as put in a big dining table, have some dried flowers or fresh flowers. Really, really works extremely well. We have different color patterns. We have this beautiful version in a bit more amber color. We have a taller version like this, always in the same shade. This is very, very beautiful. This color palette of these vases is amazing. It's one of my favorite palettes. It's like this amber, dark rose gold kind of like colorings. And you can still see that actually the glass masters here didn't go all the way with the grinding, so you can tell in between the grinded levels you have some of the glass that was there before, how it looked like. So it's like a shiny rose gold color. Amazing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you love these pieces, if you have any questions. You know, sometimes people tune in a bit later on, so maybe they're missing the first part. And for all of you who are actually watching this live on replay and you have any question, please feel free to comment on the comment section and ask any question you need. We'll be happy to answer all your questions. Our customer service will be available to you 24 hours, all 7. So, I have a bit of jewelry from you. Hi Megan. Oh, thank you so much for letting me know. It's such a pleasure to know people that got items from us actually are viewing us, and thank you for following us, and thank you for being in this live show. I really, really hope you're enjoying your piece of jewelry. Just send us a picture of it. We'll see how it looks on you, and I'm so glad you had a lovely experience here at the original Murano glass. I hope you also likes the vases. I know you might not have bought a vase back then, but you know, if you do change your mind, if you saw something you liked while you were in your visit to our showroom, you know, all the pieces are available in our online shop. And as I always say, guys, if you like something, make sure you buy it right away, because it can be here now, but it can be gone tomorrow, because each and every piece is unique. It's handmade, it's original from Italy, and it is done in our amazing premises by glass masters that are certified. And more of that, each piece will come to you with a certificate of authenticity, which allows you to actually have your piece connected to an original certificate, meaning that this piece was made here in Murano and it was handmade and is unique. So each piece that you see, if you like, you know, there's only one kind. There's only one. If you like this one, you better go and grab it. So just go and click on our online shop. And thank you, Megan, again for saying hi. Lovely to see you again. So for example, in this beautiful piece, the glass master left a bit of the transparency of the glass and used the molatura technique, actually the engraving technique, to really go deep inside the glass layers and create this beautiful pattern, like circular pattern motion, which goes across to the whole of the piece. It gives a designish element. It makes it modern, again, unique. And it really gives whole another vibe to this vase. Would have been like a regular transparent glass vase. It's not transparent, it's a bit like an amber color, again, a bit on the brownish side. It's really beautiful, very, very elegant as well. I love them. But if you don't like maybe this kind of like grinding, then we can have this one. I don't know if Marco has shown this already. It's a completely different shape, also different coloring, more of the yellow on the yellow side, ochre. And you see the grinding wheel has left this like wooden-like kind of engraving. So it looks like a piece of wood. And it's truly, truly unique and beautiful. Gives length to the piece, and also the color as it goes from the bottom up it grows in intensity, so it gets more darker on the end. This is an effect of the glass blowing technique where the glass is expanded. As it expanded, actually pigments becomes less concentrated because obviously the glass has expanded, where on the top the glass is a bit thicker. But nevertheless, the glass master did a beautiful job in creating the smooth transition, and it's a really, really lovely piece. Or a bit more on the classical side, you have this lovely piece, which is actually on one of our stands. Another thing that I'll take it off from this. So this is how the vase looks like. But if you want it on a little podium like we have with the light, these can be purchased separately, and I'll show you the effect once you place it on top. This works very well when you have transparent or very light colors, because the light shines through the whole of the piece and gives it a whole different vibe. Very beautiful effect. You can buy these like bases separately, and are beautiful to put on display, and are truly gives it a completely different look to the vase, which is not any less beautiful on its own. So if you do want to see, maybe just ask our customer service as well. So these were like, see, all this collection has a bit of a monochromatic. So the glass master, what he did, he used one molten core glass and he gave it just one pigment. So as it worked through it, the pigment shows through the whole of the piece. But what if the glass master uses more pigments and actually uses also the technique of Sommerso, so therefore submerging different color glass inside one another. What happens if then they add the core, the molten technique, so the use of the grinding wheel? This is what happens. So you have different layers. This is a beautiful, beautiful collection. You have different layers of colors. I'll pick one up. So originally it started with a white base. Actually you have transparent, then you have a white layer, then transparent again, and then the last layer that was added was this dark, kind of blackish glass. So using the molatura technique, what the glass masters were able to do is actually make the glass thinner on some areas, therefore allowing the bottom glass color to really shine through. So therefore creating this beautiful pattern. So very, very unique, and I would say amazing technique. I love these pieces. We have different size available, different style available. This look a bit more like a zebra technique and is a very, very unique and beautiful. I'll say I love how the colors underneath shine through and really give a new life, because it would have been just a regular, dark vase, which is actually allowed this to make them shine through. And all the vases, obviously, called the cold grinding technique, are done piece by piece and singularly. Obviously, all of them look different because the grinding technique used was different. So where here looks more like a zebra, this is a bit more regular in shape and bigger, darker spots. And this is like what I was talking about before, the certificate of authenticity. So if you buy anything from us, remember, we'll always come with this little, or something similar to this, which says original Murano glass, and then inside of it you'll have a special QR code which can be attached, and it will be directly give you your certificate of authenticity. And this is very, very important, because there's a lot of talk about pieces in Murano that are not original for the island, but we are committed that each and every piece actually comes to you, and you have the guarantee that is actually from Murano, is unique and is handmade in this beautiful island we're standing here today. So on the other side, I'll show you more molatura techniques and more honeycomb, but to give a bit of a break, there's another way to make the glass opaque and give a different surface to the vase or to the piece, and this is called sandblasting. The sandblasting technique allows the glass master to actually blast the glass, the final piece, with a lot of sand, which actually cause micro damages to the surface, and therefore then the glass master is to create this opacity pattern on the side or on the whole complete part of the glass piece. Here, obviously, the glass master wanted to play with the concept of transparency and opacity, and also using the Sommerso technique, which we spoke about in the first episode. If you're interested about the techniques, we have many more episodes coming, but we have some done in the past. So if you're curious to know what Sommerso technique is, watch episode number 1. But so the glass master used a mixture technique to create these funnel pieces, which are displayed on our bases I was telling you before. If you do want the base together with the piece, it will come separately, and let us know so we can accommodate your request. As you can see, there is no end to creativity. The Sommerso technique allows to submerge different color glass into different colors into each other. This time there's a single color inside a molten core of transparent glass. And the sanding actually allowed the piece to become even more unique. So I don't know if you can appreciate it from this side as well. And the sanding blasting has been done throughout the whole piece. Yes? Marco is talking to me. So Marco is my lovely video maker. So he tells me when you guys are writing down. So I have someone wrote to J Newman 176. Well, first of all, thank you for writing to us. So you say, we have a beautiful, large abstract sculpture bought in 2017 when we visited. Oh, how amazing is that? Thank you guys for sharing. I think this is the best part of the lives. Please keep on sharing if you bought something, if you wanted to buy something, you had maybe a regret about not getting it, and if you want any information on how to get it, or send us a picture on the comments to show us the piece that you bought from us. It gives a lot of pleasure, because the reason why we did this, the reason why we do the live, is because we know not everyone has the opportunity to come to Venice, and our online shop and our online delivery, worldwide delivery, allows everyone to access these beautiful pieces of artwork. And maybe it could be that at the time when you visited us, you couldn't buy a piece, or you didn't know how to bring it back. But now that the worldwide delivery is open, we can actually get you that piece that will remind you of your visit, or maybe you have something special you wanted to buy, you couldn't do it at that time. So please, please let us know. Send me your pictures. Give me your comments about the pieces that we're seeing today. I really, really appreciate it, because it makes me very happy to know that people are appreciating our work, and the reason why we do this live. This is the exact reason. So thank you, Jay. Yes? Okay, yes, this is Megan. Oh, hi, Megan again. Hi. Yes, if you want to see some jewelry, yeah, we can do it at the end. What do you say, Marco? We finished the molatura, or do we have an episode on jewelry? All right, let's do that, because what we're doing actually is creating episodes that display different techniques. So we might be, thanks to your suggestion as well, that we can create an episode about jewelry maybe in a couple of weeks' time. We'll send you maybe a notification, or keep in touch, save our lives, and actually follow us on the save section. If you save the section, you're able to review it, all the episodes that we do. But I'll definitely send you a link at the end, or maybe as we are doing, where Marco, my cameraman, is the technician. I'm not very good with technology. He's going to give you all the details and all the links to get to our online shop, where you can view all our jewelry that is available. Yes? Okay? Perfect. Thank you, Megan. I love your responsiveness. To go forward with the molatura and the batuto technique, you see, creativity is endless. So you have very different pieces. This is like the grinding. It's typical of that, what we saw on the other piece. It can be done with a Sommerso vase that has different colors inside. So therefore, again, changes the complete view of the vase. And actually, you can see, if Marco can pick it up. Here you see the layers of the glass inside. Yes, and how much work this requires. So submerging different kind of glass, and creating this stripes of colors required a glass master to use glass cane, or matcha, depends on the technique used. But there's a lot of work that goes inside, even a single piece like this. So not only is required a glass melting, and then also creating the layers, also the grinding at the end. So the master really did an impressive job here. Amazing piece. But also, if you're not just looking for a vase, but you want a centerpiece for your table, this could be an option. Again, the molatura, actually the batuto technique you see at the bottom, where in the center part you see how the glass was originally, yes? Oh, yes. Marco was regular. And look at the shape. It's not just a regular oval shape. This actually, the master who created this actually took inspiration for the typical boats created in the island of Venice. You know, the tradition of boat making in Venice is incredible because we survived by being on a boat, and this has been transposed into the glass. So this is not only a mix of technique, but it's also a reminder of one of the most important parts of Venetian history, which is boat making. It's actually what made us thrive at the beginning. And again, this beautiful purple piece, not only the grinding technique has been used to create this honeycomb design, but you see the transparent glass in the middle. Here, you can tell, hello. This is how the glass looked before the cold grinding at the end. And again, it's a bit smaller than the other piece, but again, it resembles the shape of the typical Venetian lagoon boats. It's extremely elegant, beautiful, and really, really, really impressive. When you put these on a, you can also appreciate that on a white surface. If you put it on a shelf, in the middle of your dining table, it really they stand out, and I promise you everyone's going to ask you where you got that from, because they're really beautiful. But maybe you're looking for something a bit smaller. Again, we have different battuti techniques on a smaller pieces like this, singular color, cobalt color, so deep blue, like the beautiful lagoon that surrounds us. It's a bit more green, but blue is okay. And you see the glass was originally smooth, and then with the battuti technique has received this beautiful pattern and different opacity. Again, battuti is when basically the glass master is able to recreate the effect of hammered metal, So it's a technique started in the 1900s and allowed the glass master to give more details on the surface of the pieces. Originally it was started in France, but the glass master of Murano were able to take it further. Now Marco is showing me a few more pieces. Hi to everyone who logged in now. Hello, how are you? Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're showing the beautiful batuti and molatura technique vases we have on display in our showroom in Murano. Hope everyone is well. And this vase Marco is showing you now is definitely a mix of different techniques. So you not have the trapped bubble. So it's a kind of a deviation from the Sommerso technique. You have the Sommerso technique, allowing the piece to have multiple colors, but then again, the glass master wanted to create a bit more intensity, so he added the batuto technique to give the opacity on the side. But a beautiful piece, and again, they're all displayed on our section where it gives light. But if you want go a bit more eclectic, why not look at this piece? Is the light good here, Marco? Can you see it? So here, for example, you see the glass master not only relied on a single color, so he added different features. You have Murano, which we talked about in episode 2. If you're curious, have a look. Aventurina glass, we haven't talked about that, will come in the next sections. And he also used the grinding wheel, the molatura, to create this beautiful effect, giving opacity and actually a different kind of texture. So because now the glass is not regular anymore, you can see that from the side. And leaving the transparent side to actually show all the different details. It's beautiful. And this is one of those vases that if you change the position, you'll have a different design on each angle. So it's not the same because it's handmade, so it's not just printed. It's been handmade, so after the glass blowing, the master was able to create different effect, and different patterns came through just by adding the molatura. And this is batuto. Or if this is a bit too big for you, obviously we always have an option. That's why I I advise you to go to our online shop and check what we have available, because you see we have so many options available, so many sizes, colors, design, patterns. It's like really, the options are endless. And again, if you like something, remember to get them right away, because it could be here now or gone tomorrow. Shall we show them the ones on the top, or? As I was saying, today we are on our amazing showroom. So just to give you a bit of a more options, these are the biggest pieces, the bigger vases we have. Different techniques involved, much more colorful, vibrant. So it will be very, very more eclectic, but still with style and design. So if you are interested, just go online, go to our online shop to double check all the beautiful vases that we have that actually feature the molatura or the batuto technique, which makes each and every single piece unique for itself. And you can understand that because they're handmade, the creativity is at its top level, because the glass master can create different pieces all the time. So I think this is all for today. And I will make sure, Megan, that we include some jewelry, but for today, this is all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following us. And again, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be live with another section, episode 4, which will introduce you to a new technique. My name is Claudia. I'm in original Murano glass showroom and furnace underneath. And thank you for being with us, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Take care.